Among the many problems and difficulties Sardar Patel had to face was repeated unrest in different places. In Calcutta, there was rioting and there were various other problems of strikes, problems of unrest, difficulties among the communities, and he was rather upset. He said, "But what pains to me more than attitude of lakhs of other residents of Calcutta, what we don't understand is our duty. It is wrong to think that combating lawlessness is the duty only of the police and the government. Today's government is not a foreign government. A foreign government would have used the old methods which we cannot use. Of course, when you feel you don't want this government, you can remove it. We don't want to delay elections at all. A lot of money will have to be spent on the crores of rupees of people who have been enfranchised for the first time, but that does not matter. Much time and energy will have to be spent. Even that is of small consequence. What is needed even more is the right atmosphere. To those who think they have a substitute for the ballot box in the shape of a revolution, I would respectfully submit that bombs and attacks on police are not a revolution, but a form of madness. It is the work of lunatics. I could understand if it were a few young people, young men venting their frustration in this way. But deliberate abatement of chaos helps nobody. In the last war, a breakdown of the foreign government's administration led to 30 lakhs starvation deaths in Bengal. No one could protect them. But even today, when 70% of the policemen are Bengalis themselves, what is the sense of attacking them? They impose restrictions for our own goods, for our own people, for our own welfare, not on orders of any foreigners. Any threat to civil liberties comes not from them, but from those who foster the terrorist cult. You have to stop them. You have to stop them if you want to keep your liberty. You cannot pass the buck to the police. No democracy can be run with the policeman's baton alone. It has become a habit for us to blame the police. We have to change this attitude. It was another police when we criticize night and day. Today they are our own volunteers. We do not pay them as much as we ought to because we are unable to do so. But if you do not have sympathy for them in the work they are doing today, you will regret it. I am aware of the unemployment among the youth in Bengal. Thousands of young men in colleges have difficulties with their studies because they have to work in shifts, something which used to happen only in factories. They have to work in these shifts, and I can understand their difficulties. But those of professors, the 40 or 50,000 who graduate every year also face unemployment. Something has to be done. Calcutta is among India's biggest industrial towns, industrial center. We need the kind of wealth produced in the city as much as we need the kind of wealth produced by farmers in the rural areas. Lack of one cannot be compensated by the other. But the Bengalis have at least to share in their industrial sector a good share, a respectable share. What is the reason for that? Those who own the factories and the companies have a duty towards the youth of Bengal. Similarly, the employment of the youth of Bengal is also their duty. Similarly, we cannot discriminate on the basis of provincialism. We have to discourage such narrow provincial feelings. Bengal has been left with a shrunken size after the partition, and there is a demand that some area of Bihar be added to it. I tried to do something about it, but this is not easy because people have to be persuaded. The rulers and the people have to be persuaded without participation, without precipitation, without any disorder. You must have seen how I brought round the 550 to 600 states without allowing any disorder. Whosoever indulged in disorder broke his head. You must help me in solving the Bengal problem. Similarly, don't create trouble for me. Do not put obstacles in my way. I beseech you. I can assure you that we will do our best in the interest of youth of Bengal and in the larger interest of Bengal state itself. Thank you.